Micheál Martin and the Irish government used to put Ireland first. Today we have a video from 1999 where he actually talks about how we can't handle any refugees, we have to put our own people first. And of course, my channel being Ireland First, I 100% agree. We have to put ethnically Irish people first, and then people with passports, and then everybody else, guys. Plain and simple. I've said this on my channel for many months. Let's watch Micheál Martin talk about putting Ireland first. Unbelievably so, those days are long gone. 1999 was, nearly 30 years ago.
I would have to say that there are an increasing number of people who are casually banding around the word racist. This does nothing to foster an informed and balanced discussion of the issues. We should also have no place in our debates for the naive extremes of those who think we can have completely open borders and manage any number of refugees, and those who would exclude all non-EU immigration.
Whoever found that video is a legend. Okay, it just looks like it's some random person on TikTok. A very hard find, guys. Whoever found this, like I said, is incredibly so, because from the archives of different, TDs and Taoiseachs and whatever, ministers, to find different archives like this is unbelievable, and it's super sad to see the way Ireland is going now. He says that calling it racist to not bring people in and have open borders is 100% a fact, guys. It's absolutely a travesty. Nowadays, if you're against bringing in everyone from the EU, UN, sort of human trafficking ring, you're called many different names, xenophobes, racists, all these type of things. And it's obviously not true. In no way is it true whatsoever, guys. And it just leads to hate, disdain, lack of resources, and it's just straight up ridiculous, guys. But of course, we have people who are saviors to the country. One being Irish travelers. We love the Irish travelers. Here today it says, a Somalian allegedly tried to beat up an Irish lad in Clongriffin, and Irish travelers came to the rescue. And of course, Irish travelers are Irish, guys. And, the way I see it, it's unfortunate that they put foreigners and people before Irish travelers. I've always said that for years. Irish travelers are from Ireland, ethnically. The worst thing they do is they like to fight. But all Irish people like to fight, guys. So I don't really like that sort of demeaning of people. Every traveler that I've worked with in a shop, working security, they've all been amazing. Never anything bad. And it's just unfortunate. And here they're obviously defending Ireland once again.
Look, you little fucking rat. Your face, you all go.
They're not hitting him, but they have golf bats and they're kind of threatening him, saying, don't move. They're waiting for the Gardaí to come. It seems like now, every time we see a traveler video, they're either, helping out the country or in some way, defending the Irish people. So shout out to the travelers, man. Absolute legends. Our second last video is, this is not from This Is Dublin, but this is a video that was sent to him. It says, I wanted to send you a video. Garda stopped a Deliveroo driver. So the guys that deliver food, it's kind of like Just Eat, that kind of thing. Okay, so anyone that knows what that is, it's like a food delivery service. Mostly like Brazilians or whatever, people that are delivering food on bikes. And yeah, it says here, the delivery fellow was not allowed to work. You can hear the cop, the Gardaí, around 30 seconds asking what visa he has and telling him it's illegal to work this profession. Okay, of course, if you're on certain visas, like you can't work in Ireland. It says the chap also gave a fake name. He's working under somebody else's name. So this is just outside Mercer House on York Street on the main road. Wanted to send it to you as the police just let the chap carry on. What the hell? Me and myself, I'm boycotting the delivery partners. If the shop don't have their own drivers, I'm not interested. Yeah, so now it almost seems like we're boycotting, flipping Deliveroo drivers and people that deliver food, which they have a very hard job, guys. They're always cycling around, driving around in their cars. But again, that's a lot of corruption in that job. My friend said that those people that deliver food also deliver drugs, and they're like drug trafficking and that kind of thing. So it's not just a real innocent profession, right? That those jobs do breed kind of dangerous sort of activities as well. So let's watch this one, guys. It's like a minute and a half long. See, can we hear what exactly is being said? But this seems late at night, of course, and these lads are obviously operating under different names. And that was a big thing in Galway and Dublin as well. The taxi drivers would have their brothers drive one night or two nights a week. And, you know, it's not really safe as well to be doing that because you have different people driving different taxis. And, you know, it's like a guy's cousin or his brother or his mom or his dad that are driving the taxi that night. Let's say if the man is sick or something. So he's still earning the money, but it's illegal to do that, guys. You know, if you have a taxi license, it's only for you specifically as a person. So he said, "What stamp are you on?" And the guy, the delivery driver said, "I'm on a stamp 1." It's like a student visa. Like, what the hell? Like, you can't work on that, guys. I think you need like a stamp 3 or 4 to work in Ireland, something like that. Like, you need a pretty advanced visa or sort of, you know, card to work in Ireland like that. So he said, "You can't do that, you're an illegal." And then he's searching the Deliveroo bag. Fair play to the guards, doing a good job finally. Can't really hear what they're saying. I'm surprised they don't put handcuffs on him, like, while he's being searched and, you know, detained. Like, they should put handcuffs on him because he could run away or something. You know, he is breaking the law, guys. He's working illegally. I mean, this is basically like, you know, when you see the Mexicans running away from ICE in the US, right? Yeah, we need ICE in Ireland rapidly because, yeah, it seems like there's sort of a devolvement of that kind of thing. So the last news story we have today is from the mainstream media. We have the Irish Independent, and they have pushing this massive narrative recently, guys. I've noticed this. It just blew up all over my Instagram feed, all over my X feed, all over YouTube. It says multi-millionaire pharma tycoon Gareth Sheridan launches bid for Irish presidency. So I was like, oh, wow. So there's another guy in the race. And, you know, obviously we have Nick Delahanty, you know, Conor McGregor, all these different people are coming out. Catherine, what is her name? Catherine Martin or Catherine Connolly or something from Galway. You have a bunch of different people running for presidency because, of course, the main man himself is going to step down. The main liberal, the main left-wing man, our regular Irish president is going to step down. And this guy just started going... It just started going mad in the news. So I said, let me do some research. So I just typed into Grok, is he left-wing or right-wing? And it literally said on Grok or ChatGPT, there's not enough evidence to support whether or not he supports either side. So even Grok doesn't know what side this guy supports. So very, very sketchy stuff, guys. I said, okay, who the hell is this guy? So I started reading the article. I started, you know, looking into certain things. And then this image popped up, okay? This image popped up. Don't know what the heck is going on here. So this lad is from Dublin, I suppose, and his wife is American, and, you know, they adopted a baby. It says, who the F is Gareth Sheridan? So this is from a name that I can't actually say on YouTube. Has anyone ever heard of him? Suddenly he appears all over Soros's funded Irish MSN with his American wife and their daughter. Sheridan is running for president of Ireland. I smell a rat. And this is how Ireland works, 100%. So nobody knows who this guy is. Nobody knows where he came from. Nobody knows what's going on. But all of a sudden, he's pushed massively by the mainstream. You know, nothing about this guy, but there's just literally in every Irish Daily Mirror, Irish Independent. This is why I said the mainstream media is dead and independent media is very much alive. And only support independent media like myself, guys, because the mainstream, George Soros funded, you don't want to be even looking at any of that stuff because it's completely wrong information. So let me know your thoughts on that. If you want to support me, hit the join link underneath the video, because the Irish mainstream media will never report on any of these news stories. Of course we will, along with a few other people. It's only €3 a month price of a coffee, less than the price of a coffee, actually, as I always say. And yeah, we're going to keep putting out these videos every single day. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.